Or
Two.
I'm just messing
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
1,000-yard rusher and an 800-yard rusher. They're a two-headed monster, and they run the ball and they do it really well. And that's what we're trained here to do when we play defense at BYU, is to stop the run. It's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy. It's going to go back and forth for the whole game and probably come down to the wire. And it's going to be very physical, and they're going to make plays and we're going to make plays. So it's going to be very entertaining, and happy that my family will be able to watch the game at home on ESPN.
What are you most excited for in general?
In general of the game?
Yeah.
Just being out in Madison, Wisconsin playing football. Not many people have the chance to play in a crowd of 100,000, and to be on a degree of the game of how high it's going to be as far as two good teams playing each other. And so there's going to be a lot of people watching, and it's going to be fun.
Kyle, you had a monster game against San Diego State last year in the bowl game. Their offensive coordinator is now Wisconsin's offensive coordinator. Are you licking your chops?
No, I'm just going to do my assignment. They have a total different team. It's New Year, so not necessarily going into the game thinking about playing the San Diego State game. Going into new personnel, new team, great running backs, and a good quarterback at the helm who takes care of the offense and takes care of the ball.
How's that game against San Diego State maybe might aid you, maybe going and playing against Wisconsin, given the fact that it is a very similar scheme?
For the guys who played in it, it's a good reflection of how to play BYU defense and how dominant we were in that game, and to go back and watch the mistakes that were made in that game that we can correct for this game. So it's a game that we have looked at and continue to critique and get better from.
Kyle, Gary Anderson praised you, said you're one of the best linebackers in the country, but then he said that they got a guy who they believe is the best linebacker in the country. Do you get into that sort of kind of back and forth?
No, that's his opinion. I'm never going to discredit somebody for their opinion. So it's his opinion, and I think it's cool if he thinks that. I have nothing against it, but my opinion probably is different.
Does it fire you up at all?
No, not really. Just he's a coach. He's gonna have his guys back. So I think it's honorable to have your players back.
Obviously, you're facing offenses, all through the year where they're trying to run around the edge, and Wisconsin's different. They try and go right, behind those guards and tackles. What's that like preparing for that physical style play?
For that, it starts in practice. Your practice has to be physical, and it's going to be a battle in the trenches. So practice has to be hard, and I think we're going to plan on both too. They run a great fly sweep play that gets around the edge, and I still think their guys bounce it every once in a while, so they keep you honest. So you got to play a little bit of both, but you have to be stout up front, and then when you're stout up front, then they'll probably go to the perimeter, and then when you try to take the perimeter, they're going to pass. So I think it's going to be an interesting battle, and it's going to be mind games on both sides, so it's going to be good.
When you go up against a team that's trying to be physical and wear you down that way, what's the key to being able to stay fresh and stay consistent through four quarters?
I think it's rotating the guys well enough to keep guys fresh, as well as keep battling. That's what football is all about, is who's going to out-tough somebody, and especially in the Big Ten, that's how you got to play. So we're looking forward to it, and I'm excited. I think we match up pretty well against them.